meetings with investors. So you've been taught that flowery language and long email scripts and things like that work. Well, they don't. For investors, typically, especially institutional investors, they're seeing hundreds of startup opportunities per week, and they do not have time to read a lot of lengthy texts or lengthy pitch decks or lengthy whatever. They just don't have a lot of time. So what they're doing is they're cutting to the chase really, really, really quickly. And a lot of times, if you're using cold outreach to introduce your opportunity to startups or the junior partners at startups or something like that, you're going to want an email that gets to the point really, really, really quickly. And so what I'm going to introduce to you today is a 100-word email script that you can use when you're introducing your opportunity to investors. Hopefully this will work for you to book some meetings. Remember, the email is not about getting the investment. It's about getting a meeting for the opportunity to pitch your startup. And then the last reminder, this is the very last day of the third week of the 30-day founder blueprint. This has been all about fundraising, all about funding, startup funding, all those different things. If you didn't watch previous videos, go back and watch those. Today, we're wrapping up with a simple 100-word email script where you can reach out to investors and hopefully land meetings. There's psychology behind this. What you're doing when you're brief is you're respecting their time, okay? You're showing that you know that their time is important and you don't want to waste a lot of it. You're also showing that you're able to be very, very concise. So if you're concise, but you do a good job, you can spark their curiosity. You can get just enough information to them to say, hey, this is something you should look into. You don't have to tell them everything about what you're doing. Remember, the job of the email is to get them to say yes. And so a short email makes yes very easy. Long ones create friction. And so 100-word email or less is low friction. It just says, hey, here's what's going on. Can we do a 15-minute call for me to share more information with you? Okay. The thing is to lead with proof, not promises. So don't guarantee a return on investment. By the way, that's a way to get sued by an investor. The idea is to use buzzwords like innovative and disruptive and game-changing and things like that. Lead with proof, lead with traction, lead with things that you've accomplished. Oh, we've got a live product. Oh, we've got 10 customers. Oh, we have $1,000 in revenue. Oh, we have $10,000 in revenue. Lead with proof of the stuff you've been able to accomplish. So the way the template works is we're going to start out with a subject line, and this is what matters the most. We're going to be short, specific, and packed with data. You're going to say your name, a key metric, and how much money you're raising. So go grab lunch. Members in 45 countries, raising $250,000. Okay, that would be an example of the subject line. So you're hoping to get their attention enough to open it, and then you want to open with a opening line. You want to use a very personalized hook, showing you've done your homework. Show that you understand the person that you're emailing. So if you're emailing a partner or a junior partner or whoever it is at the fund, at the investment fund, you're going to want to have researched them. What are they into? How long have they been there? What type of businesses do they like to invest in? Show that you've done your homework. So it's going to sound something like, hey, investor, I really enjoyed your recent post on LinkedIn about investing in fintech. I've been following your work for a couple of weeks and enjoyed it. I've subscribed to your newsletter, things like that. Very personalized hook. Then a one-liner that boils down your company. And if you can't do this, we have real problems. It's something like, we are building whatever you're building to solve whatever the problem is for whoever you're trying to help. Just to reiterate that again. We're building whatever you're building to solve XYZ problem for such and such customers. Okay. By the way, quick tip, in the notes, I'm going to put a link to where you can get this actual template on a Google Doc. Okay. All right. Traction. After your one-liner, you're going to show the traction that you've accomplished. 3 to 4 bullets of what you've done. We have $30,000 in monthly recurring revenue, growing at 40% month over month. We have 10,000 active users. We've signed a letter of intent with XYZ major customer, and we're already backed, if you've already raised money, by such and such investor. Okay. Then you're going to make your ask. Be direct about your goal. We're raising $1.5 million seed round to scale our sales team, invest in our product, and do marketing, that type of thing. You include that use of proceeds. Then the call to action. Hey, would you be open to a 15-minute call to discuss how we are different? That's a really important thing. A lot of people will say something like, hey, would you be open to a 15-minute call next week? Who cares? Finish off strong. Would you be open to a 15-minute call next week to learn how we are different than other startups in our area? Okay. That's a really, really cool thing. Also, pro tip, include specific times that you're available, or if you're really bold, you can include a link to a calendar service and just say, if you're interested in meeting, you're welcome to pick a date and time from this link. Or if you'll send me your Calendly or Google Calendar link, I'll be happy to pick my own time. Okay. And then just be professional, and with best, your name and maybe a link to your site or something like that. Here's the trick. Don't include your pitch deck yet. Sounds weird, I know, but don't. We want them intrigued. If they are intrigued enough, they will ask for your pitch deck, and that is a really, really good signal. So, common mistakes to avoid: a big wall of text, a vague ask. Never. Don't attach your pitch deck. That's actually a mistake for this first time. And then watch out for bad personalization. If you're going to say you're a big fan, you better be able to say why you're a big fan, right? And then don't be scared to follow up over and over and over. It is okay to send a follow-up about a week or so later, a few days later, that kind of thing. If you don't get a reply, they're very busy people. What you shouldn't do is follow up 10 different times. Okay, if you've had to do that, they're clearly not interested. So outreach doesn't have to be hard. Keep it easy. Follow this template. Do your research about the investor that you're emailing so you can personalize it. That's a really key thing to do. Don't be afraid to do cold outreach. Remember, what I do advise against is using any sort of programs to do mass cold outreach, because then there's no personalization whatsoever. You've just shown that you really don't care. You're just trying to get anyone who's willing to talk to you. Follow this template, and you may have success booking some meetings with startup investors. Get that capital you need to pursue the business that you're after, grow the business of your dreams. Next week, week 4 of the 30-Day Founder Blueprint, we're starting to wrap up. 7 more videos to go, and we're talking all about how to take your idea to market. I'll see you then.